Hi there, it's Chris here, and in this video we're going to the best audiophile headphones out there today. I've narrowed this list down to my absolute favorite 5. So no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, as usual, I'm going to skip the fluff and jump right in. If you want to confirm my recommendations, go in the description, check out that list to ensure you get the best price. Alright, so the first one on the list is going to go to the best for people who hear a violin and ask, yes, but was it emotionally centered? These are my personal favorites, the Sennheiser HD800. So these are not your everyday headphones. These are a pair so posh they practically request you wear a velvet robe and refer to yourself as Lord of Lossless Audio. These aren't made for your average Spotify on the loose session. No, these are handcrafted symphonies strapped to your skull. The kind of gear that whispers, yes, I take my music seriously, and possibly my whine and existential dread as well. Key features: open back design. That's right, your music breathes fresh air while making your ears feel like they're in a Scandinavian sound spa. The soundstage, massive. It's like the music's coming from the horizon, not your head, like your thoughts are performing Hamlet in surround sound. Flat sound signature, dead neutral, no overcompensating, no chest-thumping bass to impress 14-year-olds, just raw, unfiltered audio so clean it might foul your taxes. And dynamic transducers, unlike planar magnetics, which sound like they're trying to do brain surgery, these offer a natural stereo image with less digital faffing about. And mids to die for, vocals and lead instruments are handled with the care of a Michelin star chef plating a single P. Absolutely pristine, no mush. No mushy peas. Light, high bass bump as well adds just a whisper of warmth, like a sarcastic hug from a British uncle. There, let's not talk about emotions, but enjoy this warm tone, yeah? Requires amplifier. These headphones don't just plug into your phone, you do need an amp, possibly a Shrine, definitely a power source stronger than a Tesco AA battery. So who are they for? Well, this one's for the true audiophile, the bloke or lass who listens to 24-bit FLAC files and argues about soundstage like it's a Premier League match. If you want to hear your music the way the sound engineer's ghost intended and you've got the budget of a Bond villain, this is your weapon of choice. The next one is my recommendation for the best for producers who want crystal clear mixes and zero friends complaining about their kick drum obsession. Or the best for home studios, it's the Sennheiser HD490 Pro. So if the HD800 was the aristocrat in a castle, this is the cooler cousin who still lives in a decent flat but owns the best vinyl collection you've ever seen. It's the I want incredible sound but also need to eat this month option, and honestly it slaps harder than your nan when you mock her tea. Key features: balanced sound signature. It's got that Goldilocks vibe, nothing's too much, nothing's too little. Just right, like if sound had a therapist and finally achieved emotional balance. More low bass than the HD800, finally a bit of oomph. It won't rearrange your guts like some bass-heavy cans, but it gives your mixes that satisfying thump, like a polite punch in the kneecap. Open back design with spacious soundstage as well. Your music feels like it's floating around the room, not trapped in your head like your terrible ex's voice. It's cinematic, it's theatrical, it's borderline spiritual. Swappable ear pads as well, because who doesn't like a bit of personality in their headphones? You can tweak the sound and comfort, like giving your ears a wardrobe change without the midlife crisis. And lightweight and comfortable, you can wear them for hours without your skull feeling like it's being squeezed by an over-enthusiastic python. They're so comfy you might forget you've got them on until someone tries to talk to you and you just nod like a confused meerkat. Easy to drive, no amp needed, just plug and play. Your wallet breathes a sigh of relief, and so does your IKEA power strip. So who's it for? Well, perfect for the budding audiophile or studio nut who wants rich, accurate sound without selling a kidney. If you want to hear the subtleties in your music, mix tracks with clarity, or just flex a bit at your local cafe while pretending to work on your novel, these headphones are your jam. The next one is my recommendation for the best for audiophiles who whisper planar diaphragm like it's a secret spell. Or the best planar magnetic experience. It's the HiFi Man Sundara 2020. So entering the world of planar magnetics, fancy words that basically mean these headphones are powered by some kind of wizardry involving magnets and, I assume, tiny sound elves. These are like the slightly intense guy at a dinner party who won't shut up about soundstage, but annoyingly, he's right. These things are bloody lovely. Key features: planar magnetic drivers. Instead of vibrating a little circle like your average headphones, these vibrate the whole damn diaphragm. It's like comparing a kazoo to an orchestra. You feel the stereo image like you're at a gig in space. Balanced mid-range, vocals and instruments come through as clean and clear as your mate's opinions after 2 pints. They don't shout, they don't whisper, they just are, like a spiritual presence made of jazz. And ski band headband, yes, ski band. Not because you'll be doing the slalom in them, but because they distribute weight across your head better than most helmets. You'll forget you're wearing them until someone walks in and asks why you're listening to Miles Davis with the intensity of a bomb defusal expert. Slightly snug fit as well, these grip your skull like a needy lover. Not aggressively so, but enough to remind you they care. And controlled highs and warm high bass, not sharp ear-stabbing trebles here. Cymbals sound like cymbals, not sheet metal falling downstairs. And there's just enough low-end warmth to stop the mix from feeling like a cold handshake. No amp required as well, despite being planar. These don't need some NASA-grade amp to run. You can plug them into your phone, your laptop, or probably a potato with Bluetooth and still get a decent result. So who are they for? Well, ideal for anyone who wants that spacious, out-of-body sound without selling their actual body. If you're an audio nerd or on a mid-range budget, someone who likes precision, comfort, and a headphone that grips you like it means it, then this one is your new best friend. The next one is my recommendation for the best for folks who want to listen to Mozart, cry softly, and still feel physically great afterwards. Best for long listening sessions, it's the Sennheiser HD590S. So the gateway drug to audiophile bliss, if you like. Think of it as the friendly neighborhood dealer of high fidelity audio. Not too flashy, not too intense, but definitely about to mess up your standards forever. You'll go in thinking, I just want something decent, and before you know it, you're researching DACs at 3 a.m. and arguing with strangers on Reddit about frequency curves. Key features: open back design with spacious soundstage. Music feels like it's coming from speakers in front of you, not inside your skull like a panicked thought. It's not full surround sound hallucination level, but it's open enough that you'll catch yourself glancing around the room during violin solos. Flat sound profile, balanced and neutral across the board, no overcooked bass or treble trying too hard. Just a nice even response, like a perfectly brewed cup of tea made by someone who actually gives a damn. Crystal clear mids and treble, whether you're into Bach or Beyonce. These deliver detail without being shouty. Cymbals won't stab you in the soul, and vocals sound so natural you'd swear Adele was in your kitchen asking where the kettle is. And ultra comfy fit. Sennheiser knows how to cradle a cranium, I gotta say. These headphones feel like soft ear mittens. You could wear them for hours and still be ready to critique Radiohead with full smug confidence. And low bass is subtle. The bass isn't going to punch your face off, it's more of a gentle nudge, like your nan telling you to sit up straight. But for most genres, it's enough to keep things warm without boiling over. So who are these for? Well, spot on for the sensible audiophile. Someone who wants top-tier clarity without emptying their bank account like a Vegas magician. Perfect if you're into detailed sound, hate shrill treble, and just want a headphone that says, yes, I care deeply about my music, but I also have to pay rent. The next one is my recommendation for the best for broke legends who want hi-fi sound and still need to afford a meal that isn't toast. The best budget option, the Philips SHP 9500. So these are the headphones you buy when you're serious about sound, but also about not selling your nan's antique spoon collection. And shockingly, they don't sound like they've been fished out of a cereal box. In fact, they're kind of brilliant. Kind of like finding a $20 note in your coat you forgot you owned, but the $20 note is music and the coat is your head. Key features: open back design with wide soundstage. Music spreads out like it's playing from a couple of speakers across the room. It's like Surround Sound had a baby with an IKEA reading lounge. Airy, spacious, and slightly Swedish for no reason. Surprisingly good build quality though. Plastic, yes, but solid, like a budget hatchback that somehow never breaks down. Not the most stable on your head if you're doing backflips, but fine for more horizontal activities, like for example, I don't know, existing. Well-balanced sound. The mids are where this thing shines. Vocals sound natural, smooth, and dare I say, elegant. You'll be hearing breaths between lyrics and not in that weird ASMR kind of way. Ridiculously comfortable as well. Big soft ear cups and a lightweight frame. They feel like your ears are being gently hugged by two polite clouds. You could fall asleep wearing them and only wake up because your playlist looped back to Nickelback. and a mild bass response, okay? These aren't going to vibrate your eyeballs out of their sockets. The bass is more appreciate than obliterate. Still, unless you're addicted to dubstep drops, it does hold its own like a polite pub bouncer. So who are they for? Well, for the broke but proud audiophile, ideal for students, budget-conscious music lovers, or that one mate who insists vinyl is better but streams everything off YouTube anyway. If you want clear, balanced sound without remortgaging your soul, this one is a proper bargain. All right, so those are my recommendations. Hopefully there's something on that list for you, but if you have any questions, drop them down below. And if you found value in this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.